Ice cream lover, Steve Christensen's my name. Welcome to this episode of Scoop School. Nice to have you along. I don't know why I'm crouching down like this. Maybe before we get into this whole blizzard, concrete, swirler, cyclone process, McFlurry, concrete, blizzard maker, I do want to thank our episode sponsor, which is Lloyd's of Pennsylvania. Andy and Barry Jones, father and son team. I don't know whether there's an award for father and son team that makes the most contribution to the mix business. They'd have to be up for an award. Lloyd's of Pennsylvania, the link is down below. Purveyors of fine custard mix, premium ice cream mix, custom mixes. Barry is a chemist, he can help you formulate a mix. LloydsofPA.com. I put on a little bit of a Lloyd's, but it's actually L-L-O-Y-D-S. It's Lloyd's, okay? Thank you for your episode sponsorship. Well, we've got another viewer question. And talking about pronunciation, I'm going to try not to butcher this. Let's put it. Let's not make Madeline's job hard for us. Let's just put it up here. Shing, shing. Now this is from Jagdishrathod. Hope I pronounced that right. 5843. Hello, Headmaster. Well, hello to you. Could you please show us how to make a blizzard or concrete with 5% butterfat mix from a soft serve machine? We absolutely can. With the caveat, though, that we don't call it a blizzard. We just filmed a previous episode here where you've got to be very careful of what you're calling things so far as menu items concerned. Because a lot of these places have trademarks on those particular items. So we're not going to use the term blizzard. Sometimes I use the term blizzard-like. But, you know, you can call it a concrete, a thrasher, a swirly, a masher, any other type of natural disaster. You can call it a quake. We actually call ours quakes in Australia. Anything that kind of implies a coming together, a mixing, an emulsifying of soft serve and particulates, or additives, mix-ins, that kind of thing. So what I have is our soft serve machine going here. We've got a 5% mix in here for you. Thank you very much. We're just going to show you a couple of options of how it's made. We've actually got the Electro-Freeze blender here. That is probably the unit of choice for all of the Dairy Queens. They don't have a license on this particular one. You can talk to any Dairy Queen distributor and try and get a price for it. We have a number of different blenders, machines, all sorts of things at Scoop School. You can try this, you can try Astro blenders. The whole world is your oyster. Now, my preferred way, and you know, call me crazy, I don't know, I hopefully am changing people's lives by this. We're going to do a 12-ounce cup today. I like to put the product and the topping in the cup and then put a dome lid over the top here where the head of the blender can fit all the way through. That way I'm blending in the cup. I don't need to worry about product flying all over the place. I can simply drop it down when I'm done here, hand it over with a spoon. Bob's your uncle. Now there are some other folks that like using the collars, so they'll take I'll put this away, they'll take the 12-ounce cup and they'll put a collar on the top and they'll fill here with the soft serve and the condiments. You can do this with custard as well, but they fill it up to the top so when you pull the collar out, the level of the product is up the top here. Kind of up to you. The beauty of soft serve and custard also is that it's soft. You actually don't really even need a collar or a lid. Generally, it'll blend well without going crazy. Shakes might be another story. Let's come over to our soft serve machine. We'll take our 5%. Now, again, we do everything by weight here. This is probably going to be about 9 weight ounces. And I'm going to stack it on this side, which leaves a bit of a gap here for our add-in or our mix-in. In this case, we're going to use some Fruity Pebbles. Have a look at these. Probably some of the greatest inventions ever made. We're going to drop the Fruity Pebbles on the side. Generally, you'll want 1 volumetric ounce, 1 to 2 volumetric ounces. And then we're going to go over to our blender. Now, I'll just kind of show you how easy this is. Again, when there's no liquid, there's not a lot of sloshing about. We're going to push this all the way to the bottom. And I like to blend so the actual blender head is against the side of the cup. We're going to start off nice and slow here. And you can kind of see it blend all the way through. It's nice when you see the different colors. That's why we chose Fruity Pebbles. I'm going to speed it up a little bit. I'm doing this so I'm not standing in front, so you can see it. You can see it kind of churning around in and on itself. When you feel as though you've got good proliferation, permeation, we're going to bring the product down and just increase the speed until that blender head clears the ice cream. That way, you leave very little on the dasher, and you've got product here on the front. Now, I should say too, I took the I took the Madeline's covered in soft serve, as am I. Look, these are the kind. I keep telling you, this isn't Food Network. We don't have a team of people coming in. This is real life situation. There is a guard here. I don't use it too much, but in my defense, I'm also standing in front where it's fine. Anyway, so that just shows you the process. You can blend without a collar. Let's blend with the collar this time to show you that there's a little bit better way of doing it. This time we're going to put the lid on. We're going to put our soft serve in the cup. Now, sometimes the dome lid is a little bit different than the cup itself, and I had a little bit of a hard time getting this on, so I'm going to take it off for you. We're going to put our cocoa pebbles in on this one, and you'll kind of see it's a little bit easier to manage. Once the lid is on, I'll get a new lid. You just gotta, sometimes when the manufacturer of the dome lid isn't the manufacturer of the cup, they get a little tight. Tight like a tiger. Go on, you can do it. There we go. I was gonna say, come on. Can't the filming gods help us out a little bit? Straight into the blender, all the way to the bottom. Start off slow. You can see a nice permeation there. We're going to drag it down the side wall. Look for it to be mixed all the way. Sometimes you might need a little bit of a renegotiation. We'll speed it up until the product clears the cup. Turn it down, and we're off. Now, you can take the lid off and hand it back over. We never did. What we like to do is just put a little bit of whatever the condiment was in the top as kind of a garnish. And then handed it over with a spoon and kind of eat straight from there. A lot less messy, but again, you've got the cost of a lid going on there. For us, the cost of the lid was a better investment than having stuff go everywhere. Let's do one with a collar. So again, this way, we'll go with our 5% soft serve again. I like the visualization of the Fruity Pebbles, so we'll go back to that. Back over to our Fruity Pebbles here. Mate, you ask, we give. Our collar is going to go straight on the top here. And then we basically do the same thing all the way to the bottom. You will need to keep a thumb or something on. I have to put my hand over here. I'm going to start off slow, increase the speed. You can see the product turning. The nice thing about this is you can actually fill the cup a little higher. You don't want to overchurn either, but once you've got that product in the middle, clear the cup a little bit, turn it off, and then you can basically take the collar off. There's always a little bit more residue left in the collar. We've got a lot left in this collar. In fact, this video is an absolute nightmare. This is one of the reasons why I don't like using collars, to tell you the truth. Anyway, tap, tap, tappity tap. We'll garnish the top with a little bit of Fruity Pebble action, and Bob's your uncle. Up to you as to what you like to use. I, myself, am a dome lid kind of guy. But the beauty is the softness or the looseness of that soft serve, 5%. Again, you could do a 10%, you could do a 10% custard. If the base product is a little softer, it gives you a lot more flexibility to do that. I hope this helps. It's the end of filming day and we've got a lot of ice cream everywhere. We're going to have to do a bit of a cleanup. But you know what? That's the sacrifice we make for you. And for our sponsor, Lloyd's of Pennsylvania, their link is down below. Scuba School's link's down below. Leave a comment down below if you have any questions like this that you'd like answered. We're here for you. Keep on scooping, folks. See you in the next video.